Shipments of cryptocurrency are a lifeline for the world's most vulnerable people. Joshua Jahani is a lecturer at Cornell and New York universities and a member of the Investment Banking Board of Directors. Jahani and Associates is a Middle East and African law firm. As regulators in remittance-sending countries such as the United States and the United Kingdom focus their attention on cryptocurrencies, they must bear in mind how vital those currencies are to some of the world's most vulnerable people. Remittances in cryptocurrency are the lifeblood of Afghans following the abrupt withdrawal of the US, which forced Western Union to temporarily suspend operations and domestic banks to severely restrict withdrawals. Cryptocurrencies will become increasingly indispensable as local currencies become more difficult to access and unreliable as a store of value in Afghanistan and elsewhere. Conflict fuels inflation, devaluing and sometimes rendering currencies worthless. The Taliban's takeover results in the freezing of Afghanistan's financial system. Foreign aid has ceased, despite the fact that it accounts for approximately 40% of Afghanistan's GDP, according to the World Bank. Similarly, Afghanistan's central bank's foreign exchange reserves, which total approximately $9 billion, have been frozen. If we regulate cryptocurrency transfers to appease domestic crypto hawks, we risk turning our backs, again, on those who most need this asset class, the Afghan people and many others. Additionally, as a result of the Taliban's takeover and Western countries' suspension of foreign aid, international money transfer companies such as Western Union and MoneyGram suspended operations. In some cases, they have resumed operations temporarily, leaving the average Afghan with no way to transfer money. Commit to the global financial system, and, more importantly, there is no mechanism in place for receiving remittances from relatives living abroad. Remittances, or the practice of sending money home from wealthy countries, account for roughly 4% of the country's GDP. In a cash-based economy, the abrupt failure of the local financial infrastructure can mean the difference between life and death for many Afghans. To remain a lifesaver, remittances must be quick. When money is required, it is frequently required immediately. For example, an internally displaced person cannot wait 3 to 5 days for funds to clear. They require food, fuel, and medical supplies immediately. Bitcoin maximalists make wild claims about how cryptocurrencies will fundamentally alter the global economic system. Whether you believe them or not, it is clear that cryptocurrencies have already transformed remittances in unstable and conflict-ridden regions. Afghanistan is a textbook example of how cryptocurrencies can be used in failed states. At times, the strongest argument for new technology is driven by necessity. Afghanistan is ranked 20th out of 154 countries in Chainalysis's Global Crypto Adoption Index. When peer-to-peer transactions, including remittances, are included, it ranks 7th. Afghanistan was not even on the list for 2020. Afghanistan is not alone in this regard. Recently, cryptocurrency usage has exploded in Lebanon, Turkey, and Venezuela. These individuals are not attempting to amass wealth, rather, they are attempting to receive funds from relatives abroad and avoid their wealth dissipating during a period of high inflation. Many people are involved in mining and trading not to acquire products, but to safeguard against hyperinflation, Jonathan Morales, a crypto consultant based in Venezuela, observed. Venezuela, which has one of the highest inflation rates in the world, currently approaching 3,000%, is adopting an increasing number of cryptocurrencies as its economy falters. Lebanon is another example. In 2020, as the lira lost 80% of its value, Lebanese downloads from the Bitcoin wallet Blue Wallet increased 1,781% year-on-year. However, Afghanistan may be the most compelling and tragic example of why the global south requires cryptocurrency. As cash becomes scarce, prices skyrocket, and the Taliban lose access to the foreign aid on which the country previously relied. The Afghan currency, which is already in decline, will deteriorate further. Allowing the Afghan people to receive, store, and spend their Bitcoin wealth may help you avoid the worst consequences of a failed state. And this is something we must bear in mind as we regulate cryptocurrencies in the Western world. This regulation will affect not only speculators, but also those seeking to send remittances home. The recipients of remittances stand to lose the most. When Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell releases his report on the next stage of crypto regulation, I hope he remembers those who most need crypto, the Afghan people and millions of others worldwide. We hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this video. Please let us know your opinion in the comments area below. If you found our content useful, please like it and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more crypto-related contents.